Photosynthesis goes through two stages. Stage 1. Light-dependent reaction. This reaction depends on the presence of light. It starts when photons from sunlight strike the leaf, enter all the way through to the chloroplast and its thylakoid discs, excite the chlorophyll and activate electrons. During this process, water is split into oxygen and hydrogen ions, releasing electrons. This is how the electron in the chlorophyll gets replenished and where the oxygen generated during photosynthesis comes from. The activated electrons then move through a series of electron carriers, also referred to as electron transport chain, and in this process leads to the accumulation of the hydrogen ions, generating a proton gradient inside the thylakoid compartment. As the protons decrease their concentration gradient through the ATP synthase, ADP and PI come together to form ATP. The adenosine triphosphate, or the ATP, is an energy molecule that cells exchange, like currency, to release energy. The electrons going through the electron transport chain eventually end up combining with NADP+ to form NADPH, another energy-rich molecule that will be used later. Thus, the result of the light reaction is the production of oxygen released from the leaves, ATP and NADPH. The main difference between ATP and NADPH is the amount of energy molecules they release. Stage 2. Light-independent or dark reaction. This reaction can proceed in the absence of light, but calling it a dark reaction might be misleading as it doesn't happen only in the dark. It can just as well happen in the light. This process uses the energy from light reaction to convert carbon dioxide into glucose. This might sound simple, but in fact, the conversion of carbon dioxide to glucose proceeds through a series of reactions that start with 3-ribulose bisphosphate, RUBP, and eventually end up with the same molecule, producing glucose in the process. Because these series of reactions start and end with the same molecule, they are referred to as a cycle, specifically the Calin cycle. The overall complete photosynthesis reaction will be needing 6 carbon dioxide molecules and 6 water molecules, powered by the sun energy to eventually produce glucose and 6 oxygen molecules. As long as a plant remains green, it can benefit our environment in many ways, and also transfers the energy to us when we eat it.